Hey there. Have you ever wondered why banks seem so incredibly generous? They offer you everything from reward points and cash back to free flights and luxury hotel rooms, all just for spending their money. It almost sounds like a gift, right? But here's the reality. The system is built to ensure the bank always comes out on top. First, let's clear up a common confusion: the difference between a debit card and a credit card. With a debit card, you're spending your own money. If you buy a $1,000 phone, that money is instantly pulled from your bank account. That's it. You own the phone and you don't owe anyone a cent. But a credit card is a completely different story. When you swipe that card, the bank is paying on your behalf. In other words, you are borrowing money to shop. You get the phone today, your bank account stays full for now, but you've just taken on a debt. The bank gives you a credit limit, the maximum amount they'll let you borrow. If you pay it back on time, everything seems fine. But if you're late by even a single day, the costs can skyrocket. So how exactly does this trap start to close in on you? Now, you might be thinking, what's the big deal? I'll just use the card, enjoy the perks, and pay it back on time. It sounds like a smart move. But this is where the banks lay their most clever trap. Every month, you receive a statement. You'll see the total amount you owe, let's say it's $1,000. But right next to it, the bank highlights a much smaller, friendlier number, the minimum payment. This might be as low as $25. The bank tells you, don't worry, just pay the $25 and you're safe. No late fees, no phone calls. It feels like a relief, right? But here is the hidden truth. That remaining $975 doesn't just wait for you. It starts growing. In 2025, credit card interest rates have averaged over 20%. By paying only the minimum, you're not clearing your debt. You're just feeding the bank's profit machine. This cycle is so effective that in the US alone, people are stuck in over $1.2 trillion of credit card debt. And even if you do pay in full, many cards still charge an annual fee just for the privilege of keeping that plastic in your pocket. The higher the tier of your card, the more you pay for those flashy benefits. So if the interest is a trap, what about the rewards? Are those free flights actually free? Okay, so maybe you're disciplined. You pay your balance in full every month, you avoid interest, and you even manage to cover the annual fee. Now you're just winning, right? You're getting free money through cash back and points. Well, not exactly. Banks aren't handing out vacations out of the kindness of their hearts. These rewards are carefully engineered psychology. First, there is the spending effect. Study after study shows that people spend significantly more when they use a credit card compared to cash. Why? Because swiping a card doesn't feel like losing money. The pain of payment is delayed, making it much easier to justify that extra purchase you don't really need. Then let's look at the math of those free flights. Most cards give you 1 or 2% back. To earn a free domestic flight, which usually costs between 15 to 25,000 points, you'd have to spend tens of thousands of dollars. You aren't getting a free trip because you bought groceries. You're getting it because you've become a high-volume spender for the bank. And here is the kicker: the hidden swipe fees. Every time you use your card, the store pays a fee to the bank. To cover these costs, stores often raise their prices slightly for everyone. This means even people paying with cash are indirectly subsidizing your free perks. In the end, the more you swipe to earn points, the more the bank profits from both you and the merchant. It's a game where the house almost always wins. But there's another score you need to worry about, the one that controls your future. By now, you've probably heard that you need a good credit score. But what is it exactly? Think of your credit score as your financial trust rating. It's a number that tells banks, landlords, and even potential employers how good you are at borrowing and paying back money. If you pay your bills on time and keep your balances low, your score goes up. The system rewards you with trust. But if you miss a payment or max out your cards, your score tanks. And that's when things get difficult. A low credit score isn't just a number on a screen. It has real-world consequences. It can make it nearly impossible to rent an apartment, get a car loan, or even land certain jobs. Because of this, many people become obsessed with building their score. They swipe their cards for things they don't even need, thinking that more activity equals a better score. In reality, the system is designed to keep you hooked. It makes you feel like you must keep borrowing and stay in the loop to remain trustworthy. While a high score can get you lower interest rates or cheaper insurance, it's important to realize that the credit score is the bank's way of keeping you inside their ecosystem. You're playing their game by their rules. So, if the system is rigged, is there actually a right way to use a credit card? So, does this mean you should cut up your cards and never touch them again? Not necessarily. Even the wealthiest people in the world use credit cards, but they use them very differently than the average person. They use debt as leverage to build wealth, rather than as a way to buy things they can't afford. If you want to use a credit card without falling into the trap, you must follow 3 golden rules. 1. Treat it like cash. Never buy something on your credit card that you couldn't pay for with the money already in your bank account. 2. The 100% rule. Always, without exception, pay off your entire balance every single month. Never just pay the minimum. If you don't pay interest, the bank loses its biggest edge over you. 3. Start simple. If you don't care about the flashy perks, get a card with no annual fee. It's the safest way to build your credit score without unnecessary costs. Think about this. Why do banks market credit cards so aggressively? You'll see them at malls, airports, and all over your social media feed. If they were truly giving away free money and luxury vacations, they wouldn't be trying so hard to sell it to you. They push these cards because they know that eventually most people will slip up. In conclusion, credit cards are just a tool. In the hands of a disciplined person, they're a way to build a financial reputation. In the hands of an impulsive spender, they're a one-way ticket to a debt trap. The system is designed to make you spend more without realizing it. Now that you know the hidden truths, the question is, are you going to use the card, or is the card going to use you? Thanks for watching, and stay smart with your money.